What's up, everybody? Sean back with you guys to give you guys my parlays, teasers, reverse teasers, super teasers, and 100K parlay ticket that I did for the week at Delaware Park. I made it over Thursday a little bit later than usual. You might be able to hear my voice. I think I'm getting a cold. I'm getting a little under the weather, so don't mind that. And also, I'm going to put down below, this is important, guys, down below, I'm going to put my Instagram. And follow me on Instagram for next week's picks, because rather than read them out to you, it's going to be a lot easier for me to just snap a photo of my bets, and then you can easily follow them on Instagram with one sheet of paper, look at them all and see what they are, as opposed to having to, I don't know, write them down or pause them or whatever you might need to do. So for those of you who commented on my week 8 video and watched it, gave it a thumbs up, all that good stuff, thank you very much. I appreciate it. For those that commented they wanted the picks, well, I'm about to give them to you guys. All right. So, first, I bet $170 this week, $170, and it was spread out over, I think it was 30-some tickets. So, having said that, I was split on the Titans-Jags game from last night. I picked the Tennessee Titans on most of my picks, and, well, I say most of them, but I picked them on with the spread as it was at 3.5 on most of my picks. However, I thought the Jags would keep a little bit closer, maybe within 6 or 10, so I took them in a couple bets as well. I also took the under in that game, and the under did not hit. So let me get rid of the tickets right away off the bat that are done. These tickets are no good anymore. You can still take these tickets if you want and just leave out the game from Thursday night, because that did lose. I had a $10 bet. It was a teaser card. I had the Titans game going under 48.5. Redskins over 41.5, Packers over 48.5, Lions over 39.5, Patriots over 42.5, Raiders over 44.5, Chiefs over 45.5, Cardinals over 42.5, Cowboys under 48.5. So that's a loser because of the Titans. Another parlay card, that was a teaser. I had a parlay card, $5 to win 100. Titans under 43.5, Bengals under 46.5, Panthers under 47.5, Cowboys under 43.5, Bears under 40.5, $5 to win $100 out the window. I had another $5 to win 100. Titans under 43.5, Falcons under 53.5, Lions over 44.5, Raiders over 49.5, Cowboys under 43.5. Loser, $5 to win 1,000. This was a reverse teaser. I took the Jags minus 3.5 in the off chance that they would win. Falcons minus 9.5, Raiders minus 6.5, Chargers minus 1.5, Cardinals minus 4.5. Again, that was 5 to win 1,000. Another reverse teaser, Jaguars minus 3.5, Falcons minus 9.5, Raiders minus 6.5, Chargers minus 1.5, Cowboys minus 10.5. Again, 5 wins 1,000. This was a super teaser, 15 to win 210. Jaguars plus 13.5, and they just missed covering that. Thanks, Jags. I had the Bengals plus 6.5, the Packers plus 13.5, the Texans plus 6.5, the Saints plus 13.5, the Bills plus 17.5, the Raiders plus 10.5, the Colts plus 13.5, Broncos plus 4.5, Cardinals plus 13.5, Cowboys plus 6.5, Vikings plus 2.5. This one is a $5 to win $100 parlay. Jaguars plus 3.5, Bengals minus 3.5, Raiders plus 0.5 point, Chiefs minus 2.5, Vikings minus 6.5. Reverse teaser, Jaguars minus 3.5, Falcons minus 9.5, Raiders minus 6.5, Chargers minus 1.5, Cardinals minus 4.5, $5 wins 1,000 out the window. And this one was a $5 bet to win $25,000, as unlikely as it is. A reverse teaser, Jaguars minus 3.5, Packers minus 4.5, Lions minus 4.5, Raiders minus 6.5, Colts minus 4.5, Chargers minus 1.5, Cardinals minus 4.5, Eagles minus 3.5. All right, now that we got the losers out of the way, let me give you the tickets that are still good to go. A couple of which the Titans are on, so we've already notched one win in these tickets. And I know I got to get these to you earlier, but I literally left Delaware Park at like 8 o'clock. So by the time I would have made a video and put it online, I never would have been able to get to you guys the picks before the Thursday night game went off. So, but a couple of these don't have the Thursday night game in it, so you can still take those as well. Here's a parlay card, 5 to win 100. I got Titans minus 3.5, Bengals minus 3.5, Seahawks minus 3.5, Cardinals plus 2.5, Vikings minus 6.5. Parlay card, 5 wins 100, Titans minus 3.5, Falcons minus 2.5, Chargers plus 5.5, Cardinals plus 2.5, Cowboys minus 4.5. Parlay card, Titans minus 3.5, Raiders plus 0.5 point, Cardinals plus 2.5, Cowboys minus 4.5, Vikings minus 6.5. Parlay card, 5 wins 55, Patriots minus 6.5, Chiefs minus 2.5, Broncos minus 5.5, Eagles plus 4.5. As you can see, again, as I mentioned in the video last week, what I do with these parlays is I make a lot of them, and I will try to watch myself. So you saw I had a couple games where I had the Jags plus the 3.5, couple parlays where I had the Titans minus 3.5. I don't do it with all of my bets, but games that I'm not too sure on that I think could go either way, I like to kind of hedge my bet and put the other one in there. And I mentioned that because I had the Eagles in this one plus 4.5 as opposed to having the Cowboys minus 4.5, which I have in most of my bets when I take that game. This is a parlay card. 5 wins 100. Redskins over 46.5. Seahawks over 47.5. Bills under 47.5. Chiefs over 50.5. Cowboys under 43.5. Again, 5 wins 100. Another one, 5 wins 100. Parlay card. Redskins over 46.5. Packers over 43.5. Seahawks over 47.5. Patriots over 47.5. Cardinals over 47.5. Reverse teaser, 5 wins 100. Packers minus 4.5. Lions minus 4.5. Colts minus 4.5. It's the 4.5 reverse teaser. Another reverse teaser, Lions minus 4.5. Colts minus 4.5. Chargers minus 1.5. Wins $100 if it hits. $5 bet. Another reverse teaser, 5 for 100. Lions minus 4.5. Colts minus 4.5. Eagles minus 3.5. Another 5 to win 100 reverse teaser. Packers minus 4.5. Cardinals minus 4.5. Eagles minus 3.5. Caught that one from falling. Another reverse teaser. Chargers minus 1.5. Cardinals minus 4.5. Cowboys minus 10.5. 5 wins 100. Another reverse teaser. Texans minus 9.5. Seahawks minus 10.5. Chiefs minus 9.5. 5 wins 100. Another reverse teaser. Falcons minus 9.5. Colts minus 4.5. Cardinals minus 4.5. 5 wins 100. Parlay card. Lions plus 2.5. Raiders plus half a point. Colts plus 2.5. Chargers plus 5.5. Vikings minus 6.5. 5 wins 100. Another parlay card. Lions plus 2.5. Saints plus 3.5. Raiders plus half a point. Colts plus 2.5. Vikings minus 6.5. 5 wins 100. Packers plus 2.5. Lions plus 2.5. Saints plus 3.5. Patriots minus 6.5. Colts plus 2.5. Parlay card. 5 wins 100. Parlay card. 5 to win 100. Bengals minus 3.5. Packers plus 2.5. Lions plus 2.5. Raiders plus half a point. Vikings minus 6.5. Teaser card. 10 wins $220. Bengals plus 2.5. Packers plus 8.5. Lions plus 8.5. Raiders plus 6.5. Colts plus 8.5. Chargers plus 11.5. Cardinals plus 8.5. Cowboys plus 2.5. Vikings plus half a point. Gio, your Vikings better not screw me over again this week. Reverse teaser, Bengals minus 10.5. Patriots minus 14.5. Raiders minus 6.5. Chargers minus 1.5. Eagles minus 3.5. $5 wins us $1,000. Reverse teaser, Patriots minus 14.5. Raiders minus 6.5. Chargers minus 1.5. Vikings minus 14.5. $5 wins us $300. And finally, we're down to the last one, and that's the $100,000 parlay card, which for the first time in 2 weeks, I am not out of already because the last 2 weeks I've lost a Thursday night game. This week I won it. I had the Titans minus 3. Titans minus 3, Bengals minus 3, Falcons minus 3, Lions plus 3, Saints plus 3, Bills plus 6, Jets minus 6, Raiders plus 1, Raiders over 50 points, Colts plus 3, Chargers plus 6, Cardinals plus 3, Cowboys minus 4, Cowboys game to go under 43, Vikings minus 6. $5 wins us $100,000. All right, so I know I just read out a ton of games. My throat already hurts, and I just read 1,000 games to you guys. Those are all the bets I made. Still have a lot of tickets that are live, have a lot of tickets that have the Titans in them, which is good because that means we already are going into Sunday with 1 win notched on those tickets. And in most of those tickets, again, with the way I bet, most of those tickets, if one ticket hits, you're usually profiting. So I bet 170 this week. Most of those tickets are for $100, but normally I do between $100 and $120 bets. So normally one of those tickets will get me back to almost even. This week I need to hit 2 of those smaller ones where they're for $100 wins, or certain tickets like the teaser ticket, I believe, was a $220 winner, or obviously some of them are a $1,000 winner. Obviously there's a $100,000 one, but they're less likely to hit. The one's a $300 one. So if we hit one of those, we can have a good day. And if we hit multiple, we're having a really good day. So that's the way I prefer to do it and bet it. But anyways, next week, again, down below, I'm going to put my Instagram down there. Next week, I'm just going to take a picture of all these and throw it on Instagram because it'll be a lot easier than me just reading them to you super fast. And, you know, it's going to be a lot easier for you to kind of replicate those and look at them as opposed to having to, like, probably pause the video because I'm just flying through them because to go over these slow would take forever. But anyways, thanks guys for tuning in. Good luck to you guys if you take those bets. If you take your own bets, good luck to you. If you're taking your own bets, you can always leave a comment down below. Let me know what you're taking. And if anybody has a great bet on there, ends up winning, I'll give you a shout out next week in the video on my Week 9 picks. All right, guys. So thanks for tuning in. Good luck this weekend. See you next week.